What's up, legends? Benchmark Bets is back and we're locked in with 2 NFL picks for the Rams and Falcons matchup. But that's not all. Also take you through some leans that I love. So buckle up, I've done the homework. Let's hit these and stack these wins. Before we get into the picks, just wanted to say Merry Christmas to everyone watching. Hope you had a good one. I had a huge one, but copped some pretty bad sunburn, so I needed to take a bit of time off to recover. The Aussie sun is absolute killer. Just remember to always wear sunscreen. The break's over now, I'm back, and that's all that matters. So let's get straight back into it. So, with the first pick, I am going with my boy, Kyren Williams, over 63.5 rushing yards. This guy has basically been a lock all year, and that's exactly why I'm going back to him again here. He's gone over this line in 12 out of the last 15 games, averaging 73.3 rushing yards. Not only that, the matchup is strong. The Falcons give up the 7th most rushing yards and the 8th most rushing yards per carry. Even though the playoffs are just around the corner, this is still an important game for the Rams with playoff implications. Yes, they've secured a spot, but they can improve their seed with a win today. That motivation should keep Williams heavily involved, and in a game, the Rams want to win. He's set up for a big workload. On top of that, the Falcons run zone defense at the 14th highest rate, where Williams averages 5.09 yards per carry. They also just allowed Bucky Irving to go for 60 rushing yards, so I can expect Williams to definitely go over his line today. So, with the second pick, I'm looking at Drake London over 64.5 receiving yards. So there's a lot to like about this spot. The Rams allow the 10th most receiving yards and the 6th most receptions, so they can absolutely be targeted here through the air. London is a clear number 1 receiver for the Falcons. Even if he's coming back from injury, he's just too good of a player and too important to this offense to be ignored. The Rams play zone defense at the 8th highest rate, and London averages 3.68 yards per route run. He also runs as the wide receiver and also the slot receiver most of the time, where the Rams give up the most targets to the slot receiver and also the 9th most targets to the wide receiver. Also, recent WR1s have been smashing their prop lines, with the likes of Jackson Smith and Jigba going for 96, Amon St. Brown going for 164, Jameson Williams go for 134, and also Michael Wilson for 142. 64.5 receiving yards is pretty low for London today, and I can definitely see him smashing this prop line today. So, now that's it for the official picks. Let's run through some leans that I'm really liking for this matchup. So, sticking with the same player, but I am looking at his first quarter receiving yards over 13.5. He's over this line in 8 out of the last 10 games, so he tends to get involved early and often. On top of that, like mentioned before, recent WR1s have been smashing their prop lines in this matchup. As you can see from the previous WR1s, 9 out of the last 13 players have gone over, with an average difference of 77%, which is very huge. The likes of, again, Jackson Smith and Jigba getting 21 in the first quarter, Amon St. Brown getting 33, Michael Wilson getting 19, and also Juwan Jennings going for 32. This one here is a very strong lean, and definitely going to be jumping on this closer to the game. So, with the second lean, sticking with the same team, I'm going with Bijan Robinson over 4.5 receptions. So, the Rams give up the 8th most receptions to opposing running backs. So, in games that London has played, he is over this line in 6 out of the last 10 games, averaging 5.1 receptions per game. On top of that, I can see this being a pass-heavy script for the Falcons. They'll likely be throwing a lot more, and they want to get Robinson involved as a receiver out of the backfield. So there's a clear path for him picking up easy receptions on checkdowns and designed passes. However, because the Rams allow the 9th least yards per reception Those catches may not go for huge yardage, which actually reinforces the idea of volume through short targets rather than big plays. So, with the next lean, going to the quarterbacks, and I'm looking at Kirk Cousins over 33.5 pass attempts. He's only under this line in 2 out of the last 8 games. However, that context doesn't really matter. The Rams give up the 5th most pass attempts and the 5th most completions to opposing quarterbacks. Also this season, recent quarterbacks have gone over their line in 10 out of the last 14 games with a 7% average difference. Not that much, but still a very nice hit rate. Again, this fits with the pass-heavy script, with the Falcons being down most of the game. Definitely could see Kirk Cousins throwing a lot more compared to running with the rush. And with the final lean, going with Drake London for a touchdown. Only over this line in 4 out of the last 10 games. However, being plus 190, definitely a great price for a guy who can snag a touchdown pretty easily. If they do get close to the end zone, I can definitely see Drake London going over for a touchdown today. This one is more of a soft lean, but with God odds attached. Had a look at guys like Puka Nacua and also Williams, who I could definitely see them scoring today. Their odds for a touchdown are pretty shit, or pretty juiced, so I mean, you could add them in a multi, but I wouldn't put them as a single. However, Drake London for a single at plus 190 is definitely great odds. I know it says plus 175 now, but I got a plus 190, so a very, very good odds single for today. So that's it for today's picks. If you're enjoying the content, smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps with the channel and keeps me going. Also, if you made it this far, thank you very much. Definitely helps with YouTube's algorithm to get this video out to more people like you. Just want to say, I've got a heaps planned for the new year, and we'll be doing this daily from now on. So stay tuned for more breakdowns and props. Until next time, good luck with your bets, and I'll catch you in the next video. Laters.